Hello, everyone. It's Jerry, Old Guy Review. So, in my comments, I get a lot of this questions. In particular, so tonight, I'm going to make a quick video so you guys can see where I'm at compared to some of the other channels you may go to. Right there in front of you, RC four-wheel drive Jalande 2 cruiser body on the left. RC four-wheel drive Trailfinder 2 with a 84 4Runner body sitting on it. Now, the questions I keep getting is upgrade questions. And to be completely honest with everybody, I don't do a lot of upgrading. As I've disclaimed before, I am not a competitive RCer of any kind. Some of the things I see on other channels, I'm just like, what? But there are items that I completely understand. So, this is my explanation of things. The Trailfinder 2 on the right is an original. That is an original Trailfinder that I got when it first came out with the yellow Mojave body, which, as usual, I detail up. My upgrade to almost all of my vehicles is detail. There are a few performance-orientated upgrades that I do, which generally consists of tires and shocks. Different shock oils, not necessarily different shocks, but experimenting with different viscosities if I notice my truck's too tippy, or, with the tires, if I have a ridiculous area that it cannot go through. But in general, most everything I have around the workshop that I use on a regular basis, other than completely detailed, is generally stock until I break something or find something that it can't do. Because I disagree with a lot of reviews on vehicles that I own for where I drive them about, this is bad and that's bad. Except for a low center of gravity chassis Traxxas Slash, I don't have any of these vehicles that break things on a regular basis. My main Slash that I use on a regular basis, I've gone through a set of tires. I've already beat up one body and I'm beating up another body, just out having fun as it was designed. I haven't broken anything on it. The low center of gravity one, I've broken all four hubs. There's some links that bent. The sound kit went out because the low center of gravity came with the sound kit Slash. The sound kit didn't even make it 6 months. And of course, it was out of warranty by then, so I didn't get a new one. I'm looking behind me now, and I've seen the TRX-4. I've got the original Land Rover that came out. People, the electronics, this, that, and the other thing. I have beat that truck up bad to the point where I just replaced earlier this year, the tires. Up until that point, I have never straight wore out a set of tires before. So, moving on from that and going back to the trucks on the bench. We'll get back to some of the other ones. The 4Runner. When this body came out, I said, here is my chance to detail this truck out to make it as beautiful as possible while still driving it, because I like the way, especially compared now, it came with a pickup body. Now with the SUV body, I love the way this truck looks driving. I mean, it's got the Toyota rear end sag, it bounces. But part of my upgrade, so if I upgrade this truck, the wheels and tires that were on this truck got donated to something else. These are the RC 4-wheel drive Goodyear Wranglers. These are some sticky good tires. I really liked them. And I had these RC 4-wheel drive 155s that were on another truck that they never looked right on the truck, so they got donated to this truck. And there's a lot of different versions of what people think, the scale needs to be. What scale trucks need to be completely perfect, trucks, it has to be the same color that was offered. I don't do that. I do something different. I like to think in my head, I get a scenario. Okay, this is a guy that has this truck. He just completely refurbished the body and he wants something different. So he paints it a completely non-Toyota color. But meanwhile, we went with some bare bones, straight stock stickers for it. And this truck, I don't think the camera does it justice. But these 155s fit in that fender well almost perfectly. They look just right. And the fact is, these RC 4-wheel drive vehicles are just easier to get these detail parts for. Say if you want to, looking up on the shelf, so the 6-wheeled axial Unimog, you can go to Shapeways and get, a couple things that will make it look like a actual Unimog. Or you can just detail it yourself, add some things to it, detail up that front grille that it comes with, and just have a unique truck that looks like a Unimog from the side, but looks, similar from the front. With this truck, being that these are both RC 4-wheel drives, it was easy to get the bells and whistles. Now, if you get this 84 4Runner body, it comes with rubber mirrors so they don't break. They flop around a lot, but oh well. It comes with all the metal emblems, all the accessories. And, if you don't want to paint the body up scale or a color that was available, you get available colors and do an interior. Do up the interior so it looks like it would in 1984. Trim panels. This vehicle, you can take it very far apart. So you can detail the heck out of it. And it's the little things, the door lock, the little sliding mirror latch. Get some silly license plates and just make it look your own. Now this got the truck is originally an RC four-wheel drive. You know, there's things for it. Like I never did the skid plate deal. There's a one that moves it up so the transfer case is up higher. I just took this base silver shocks that came on it, put a Blistine sticker on it. So it's got some King shocks in the rear and Blistines in the front. I got the little rubber boots, put the little rubber boots on it, just to do something different with it. Got the RC four-wheel drive running boards, the mud flap kit. What do we got? It's got the RC four-wheel drive exhaust pipe. Go around to the front. It came with the metal logos again. I got a 3D printed radiator that's behind it. And then I just took some axial lights and mounted them in the holes that were in the front grille. So it's got extra lights. Boom. Completely overhauled, completely detailed, and it performs better because the tires. And that is the only performance upgrade that I would have to say it has. Now the Cruiser, I had some things sitting around. I guess I should tell you that this plan came from the fact that I was having neck surgery 2 summers ago. And I knew I would be at home. I didn't know what I could do. Luckily, I could do more than I thought I could. And my doctor said, yeah, that's good. You know, don't be sitting around, do something. So what I did was worked on these 2 trucks. And when you're uninterrupted, a month is excellent. So, I had the RC four-wheel drive Blazer beforehand. Didn't like the wheels and tires that it came with. Took them off. This truck got some goodies from it. I already had the RC four-wheel drive winch sitting on the shelf waiting for a task. So, this nice bumper it came with these nice hooks on it, I said that was perfect. I got the Toyota emblems for it, so it actually has Land Cruiser emblems. I looked around and I found a picture of a Land Cruiser that, just like the old CJs, you could buy chrome kits for it. But when you find pictures of old trucks and you base them on detailing jobs, you run into things like, okay, the original FJ40 had an external windshield wiper motor. So, boom, there's one. A lot of little things I got from RC four-wheel drive, but they had a diamond plate kit. Instead of making it or buying it, I just made one. You can get sheets of diamond plate material. It's excellent. So I took the axle covers and the front hub off of the Blazer and put them on this. I still need to do something with that red. I didn't like that. Moving along, it's got in the back, you can't even see it back there. Well, I guess you can. It's got some Proline accessory boxes with extra stuff in it. These all come in the kit where you can get actual emblems. I didn't like the stock bumper. I wanted one with a trailer hitch because this has got such nice suspension. Boing, boing, boing. You know, did my license plates that I like to do. There you go for everybody. Nice little sticker. I had to get them. Another one. Even though this is a stupid sticker, you're still squinting to read it. And it doesn't take much. A little paint, you know, get a Sharpie, do all the body lines. This top's removable, but I always thought these trucks looked weird with the tops off. You know, and this was a ready to run, so you've got to make things different. You know, TRD, this guy has pimped this truck out. He's got his snorkel. Oh, we got to get in there. Got our steering arm, but it looks like a Rancho steering stabilizer. Excellent little bit. Now this one I can't open the door on, but where'd it go? Let's see if we can get in there again with a, see, now you do up the whole dash. This comes with a lot of stickers so you can paint things up. Do it up. The inside is not the same color as the exterior, so I had to go do a little paint mixing and try to get me a similar color, but thankfully with the top on, you don't notice how different it is. And these are some flat irons off of an original SCX-10. When that truck came out, I liked those wheels and tires. So I had a couple extra sets. These are just chrome with a black ring or a gray ring. I just thought they looked rather retro. And plus, they fit in the fender wells better than the stock tires. And they suck right in there. I still want to get a flare cover they have, but this truck, I love the way it flexes and rolls, and it crawls pretty good. So that is also, I use that for the main viewer because I had questions about that truck. Wanting to see it close up. So, boom, there's your close-up. So once again, most of my upgrades, or what I call upgrades, are cosmetic. And in my opinion, if the vehicle isn't giving you any problems, you know, why upgrade it? If it fits your driving style, you know, you just haven't discovered this driving style that everyone else complains about a said vehicle on. So, you know, most of my axials and my Traxxas, I don't know if that's plurals, you know, they say, you know, that they are this, that, and the other thing. Axial and the Trailfinder 2 got me back into scale trucks. And actually got me into rock crawling because I couldn't believe what these little guys were doing. You know, this guy here, he's got all kinds of battle damage underneath. That little truck has just done everything. But I'm going to promise you guys that this year, when I go to my crawling places with my crawling friends, I'm going to actually do more videos. Because most of my trucks that go to those kind of places, I think they're terrific. But a lot of people on the YouTube complain about how they perform. You know, my Enduro Element Sendero, I took that crawling this summer. And we went up a substantial hill. And that truck did excellent. And it was even muddy out. So now here is an original SCX 10. All this truck has ever gotten was facelifts. 2 years ago, it got new wheels and tires because these tires, what were these? The Maxxis tires? These I thought were excellent Maxxis tires. So other than a few little cosmetic things, I added some details to it. You know, an old bumper that wasn't being used went on the front of it. It got a couple of aluminum parts back in the day just because they were blue, something different. It's running an original RC four-wheel drive winch. The truck works great. Still going strong, and I've mentioned it before in my other videos. I use that to test all my other trucks. I mean, how much better can you get? You got old technology that's just kept in good shape, and it's still running fine. You know, there's complaints about stock electronics. I've got a couple trucks here that still have antennas on them. Those are RTR or stock cheap electronics that are still going strong. So, I am sorry this went longer than I thought, but I just wanted everyone to know where I'm coming from on what I consider upgrades. When you contact me and want to know about upgrades on a certain vehicle, I can't always help you. I can research it, but generally that takes more than one or two people's opinion just to see if I can feel out, you know, if it's a real concern or if it's just something that, you know, somebody just felt they needed to change. But starting next year, my Christmas truck that's been out for a few months right now already has some problems, and I'm going to address those when I get the truck. So I figured it was the perfect time to take a truck, upgrade it before I even drive it. Never done it. It'll be a old guy review first. And there are some substantial problems, and I want this truck to be, when I get it, I want it to be an excellent performer. So that's where I'm going to go with it. I want it to do everything. But it's also going to be, you know, we're not going to be buying the top of the line of everything. I've already got a list, and that's where we're going to go. But on a final note, I finally mounted my excellent sticker for the Wrangler people. That's my holy grail, to find a last year's CJ of any kind that still has that emblem on the dash. So for everyone else, thanks for coming by. I hope we're all on the same sheet of music now, and I can keep pleasing people when you have questions. So like and subscribe, especially if you want to see the build series in the new season or the new year. This is Jerry. Till next time.